Okay, there's a catch to this video. If I'm going to say some things in this video, it's going to be a bit more of a harsh video, a bit more stern. But I'm going to say some things in this video that once I've said them and you've heard what I've said, then you can't like unhear what I've said. So it is then up to you to go out and take responsibility with the information that I've given you and go and do something about it. So if you don't want to burden that responsibility and you do not want to have that on your mind, then please leave this video now. Okay, thank you everyone else who stays around. I promise this is going to change your life, okay? You have high potential. You know you have high potential. You saw the title, that's why you clicked on this video. Personally, for myself, I did extremely well in school. I did extremely well in sport at a young age in primary school until about 13 or 14 when I realized that I could just have the same habits as everyone else, be the same as everyone else, and just stay a bit average, stay a bit above the average, I didn't have to try. I didn't have to study. I didn't have to practice for anything. I was just naturally talented. I naturally had potential. I was naturally smart, charismatic, whatever. So I didn't have to try too hard, right? Where did this lead me? Down a road of bad habits. Because I was like, how far can I push this? How, I would just get fucked up the night before exams, still beat everyone else. I would just do drugs and just hammer myself to death before sport events and still win, right? And this cycle continued and continued and continued. And slowly my potential drained away and drained further and further away until I withered away, not into nothing because I'm here making this now, but my potential was completely nerfed, okay? So I'm going to expand on this further. But the first thing I want to say before we go any further is there is a belief that you have in your mind that you need to remove from your mind as soon as humanly possible. Get rid of it. And once I say this, you can't unhear what I'm about to tell you. So please listen. And if you don't want to listen, leave. In life, we grew up as kids watching Disney and other movies, right? Other movies in the world. What happens at the end of almost every single movie, right? A good outcome, a happy ending, a good life in the end of the movie, at the end of the story. Guys, a good life is not guaranteed to you. There is no secret universal law that if you just go about your life dilly-dallying around, that you're going to suddenly turn out with a happy ending, a happy outcome at the end. That is not true. Many people die unhappy, unfulfilled, sad lives, and that's it. They don't get another chance to redo life. They live like that and they die like that because they think in their head that this happy life, this happy outcome is entitled to them. It's destined to them. It's supposed to happen. Well, I saw it in every movie. It becomes in your subconscious. You get programmed to believe that that's what's going to happen, that a happy life is going to be the outcome for you. It's not, okay? Newsflash. Go to a third world country and look at people sleeping on the street with their kids and begging for food, okay? Happy ending is not guaranteed at all. So if you think it is, you need to snap that belief in half and throw it in a fire because you will die unhappy if you think a good life is entitled to you. That's first. Because I thought that for a long time. And that's why I kind of dilly-dallied around, just didn't really put too much agency into my life because I thought, okay, I have a decent amount of potential. I'm decently talented. I can just coast along and just do slightly better, not look like I'm doing bad, just do slightly better than everyone else and I'll be fine, right? But inside, I was crushing myself. I was dying. I was crying inside because I knew my potential was dying. My potential was not being lived up to, right? And if you think about it from, an identity perspective, you have your beliefs, you do an action, you get a result, that reinforces your beliefs, right? So if your beliefs start with, I have high potential, I'm somebody, I'm capable, blah, 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 but you keep taking actions, average habits, go out, get smashed, go lust around with women, go doom scroll on Instagram Reels for 4 hours. Don't study for exams, blah, blah, blah. You know what the results are going to be, okay? They're just going to keep coming out average, and slowly go down. And then what happens to your beliefs over time? You stop believing that you have potential. You stop believing that you're capable of more because you are capable of more and you know you're capable of more. But over time, it's degraded and it's disappeared because of the bad habits you've had in your life, leading you to no longer feel like you have that potential. But it's slightly there because that's why you clicked on this video, okay? So I'm going to now tell you four things that changed my life and got me back on the trajectory of realizing my potential and building a good, happy, motivated future for myself, okay? 4 things, all extremely simple, but they are hard to execute on, and they are hard to execute on consistently. But I promise you, if you execute on these things, you will transform your life, you will turn it around, and your potential will be realized, and you will feel fulfilled and happy again and motivated and ready to go every single day, okay? So, number 1, no more drugs, no more alcohol, no more nicotine, 0. I understand that a few beers and a few cigarettes every now and then is okay, right? There's nothing too wrong about it. But if you want to maximize your potential and you really want to see what you're capable of in this life, because we've been gifted this life. I want you to understand the chance that you're alive is like next to none. It's basically 0, right? And we've been gifted the experience of living here, experience everything, create whatever we want. So we need to squeeze every single day, squeeze as much potential out of this life as we can, right? Doing drugs, smoking weed, vaping, cigarettes, alcohol, that is not going to help you with your potential at all. And if you're anything like me, I feel like a lot of high potential people like this, they're kind of all or nothing, you know, like either they're all in on something or they're not in on it at all. Specifically for me, I'm either not drinking at all or I'm getting blackout. I'm either not having any cigarettes or I'm having half the deck, right? So it's either all or nothing. And that is not a bad thing. That is a good thing, and it can be used to your advantage, right? Because you can go all in on something and you can stay invested on something, and you can work hard at something over and over and over and over and over and just not burn out, right? But if you put that energy into something bad like drugs or alcohol or nicotine or whatever, it's not going to help you. It's not going to help you. So you need to cut that out. The first thing, it needs to go. That should be your main focus before anything else, cutting all those things out. If that means not hanging out with certain friends on the weekend, sorry, goodbye, your friends, okay? Get new friends or hang out with them only in the days when they're not going out drinking, or because you will get to a point where you can hang out with them again without drinking and stuff. But it's easier if you just stay away for a few weeks or something, you know? Anyway, I'm not gonna make a video right now on how to quit drugs and alcohol and stuff, because I've done it myself, but I'm not gonna make a full video on that right now. But that's just the first step. I will make a future video on that if this video does well and people are interested in it. Okay. Secondly, waking up not 5 a.m. Waking up before the sun rises every single day. So for me right now, that's 5 a.m. It's winter here, so 5 a.m. is before the sun rises. The sun rises at about 6 or 6:30. The energy in the air, the energy in the world before the sun has risen in the mornings, not at nighttime, in the mornings is, I'm not sure how to describe this, but it is pure, is clear, and it is focused and is driven. If you go to bed early, right? Because we all know nothing good happens after about 10 p.m. What are you doing? Scrolling on your phone, jerking off, like whatever. Nothing good happens past 10 p.m. So if you go to bed at 9, 10 p.m., you wake up 5, 6 a.m., you are priming yourself for a good day, okay? You get up, you get awake, you go to the gym, you work out, you get your exercise done, and then you watch the sunrise, and you go, okay, here we go. Look, we're ready to smash the day. We're ready to go. If you can get to the day before the sun gets to the day, then you are well ahead and you are ready to absolutely destroy your day, okay? That's number 2. Number 3 is not ejaculating. Now, I know you may have heard this online from other people. You may have tried it yourself a week or 2 weeks trying it, and you're like, what's the point of this? I don't see any benefits at all. Guys, I think 38 days of not ejaculating. The first week is hard and you see no results. The second week, hard, maybe you get a bit more energy, but you probably just feel irritated and annoyed. When you get to a month and beyond, you have never felt an energy and a drive like this before in your entire life. Because if you were like me, you were jerking off every other day, all right, or every day, you're just destroying your energy. Like, this is your energy storage. Like, on a spiritual level, look, I'm not the most spiritual guy, but like from a spiritual level, this is your life source, your energy. And if you're just draining that away every single day, you're not going to have any energy. You're not going to have any drive. You're not going to have any aggression. Let me tell you, once you get past 30 days, I am aggressive. Okay, not in a bad way, but I'm aggressive. I stand up for myself more. I'm out here being more confident. You watch my first video. Go back on my channel and watch the very first video I ever made, and look at my demeanor versus my demeanor now. You will see the difference, okay? I'm way more driven. I'm way more aggressive. I'm way more focused. I can speak better. I have a clearer vision. I'm expressing my emotions better. Everything is better. I promise you, try it. First 2 weeks, it's just going to be hard. You're not going to see anything. But 2 weeks beyond, a month beyond, absurd difference, and it's untapped. It's untapped. It doesn't take any time, right? It just takes discipline. You just have to not do the thing, right? So, like, I don't think, like, if I went out with my friends or went to a birthday party or something with like 30, 40, 50 guys there, I'd probably be the only one who's done longer than a month, like not ejaculating. Like, let's keep it real. Like, you are putting yourself at such an advantage and you're regaining that potential. Because when you're in this energetic frequency, this state, I promise you all that potential is going to come straight back up to the surface, okay? And number 4, faith. Whether that is religion, like Christianity or Buddhism or whatever your religion is, whether that's believing in a God or just believing that the universe is there and that you can speak to it, please start praying. I pray in the morning when I get up, and I pray before I go to bed. Like, first thing in the morning, I get up, I walk over to my alarm, I turn it off, and then I get on my knees and I start begging the universe for strength and guidance and to give me the life that I want. Same thing at nighttime. Turn my phone off, put it on airplane mode, get on my knees and start begging the universe for strength. Then go to bed. I promise you, this will change your life. Once again, these are extremely simple. They're hard to execute on every day, especially the no nutting one and the quitting drugs and stuff. Waking up at 5 a.m. it's possible. It's not that hard. It's like you just need to get into the habit of it and put your phone on the other side of your room. And the praying one, it's not that hard because you just get on your knees and you start praying. But the reason that those two are also difficult is because you don't really believe, like, you're just hearing me speak on this camera and I'm just saying, like, oh, these are things that you need to do to improve your life. And there's not much evidence, all right? I'm sitting here in a shed, okay, firstly. I'm not in a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or something. But you wait, give me 6 months. I swear to God, in 6 months, I'm going to be at a completely different spot in my life. All these habits that I'm talking about right now, reignite, re-bring your potential all the way straight back to life, because you've been doing all these bad habits that have been, like, basically unwinding your potential and making you believe that you have less potential. But if you can start waking up at 5 a.m., praying every day, being completely sober and not ejaculating, you are just reigniting your beliefs and your identity that you have potential and that you can use that potential, and you have more energy, more clarity, more drive, more focus, and you're ready to go out there and smash it and give it all and squeeze everything out of your day every single day. So please try those 4 things out. I promise they will help you out. If you are watching this video and you've made it this far, thank you very much. And if you need any help with any of the things I just said, literally just reach out to me on Instagram. My Instagram is the same as my YouTube, so just search my name up, you'll find me, same profile photo. Just DM me. I'm happy to help everyone. I'm not selling a course or anything. I'm just happy to help. I'm happy to make, get everyone's potential back, because I know you got high potential. I know you have a good future ahead of you. If you can just lock in on these 4 habits, I promise it will change your life. So thank you for watching. I hope this really helped out, and reach out to me on Instagram if you need anything, or comment in the description. Thank you.